What is up, Cahir Club, and welcome back to the CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it, everybody? I hope you've all been having wonderful, wonderful weeks. Whoa!
Yes, it isn't a me subversary.
It's a you subversary! Welcome back to the sub club, Mango! Thank you for resubscribing. I hope you've been well. Your support is greatly appreciated, dude. Thank you, Mango. Thank you. How goes? And how goes to Traveler and Finn and Brugger and Dominic and Felix as well. Doing alright? Hell yeah, glad to hear it. So short, classmate slammed open the door to the boys' bathroom at your school. Another classmate, a girl, got hit by and broke her leg! Oh shit! That's not good. I hope she's not alright. Calamity. She's not alright, but like, I hope she I hope her leg is back in working order tomorrow, actually. I hope it's healed by tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna hope. Fun fact, the rare sugar and spice item plus piece of merchandise is Leech's sugar and spice game. Hell yeah, have you got that then? Hopefully she heals her broken leg by tomorrow. Wouldn't that be awesome and cool? I think that would be awesome and cool. Yeah. Sorry, I'm tired again today, as I always am these days. Who doesn't love a good bit of me being fucking knackered? I think that's everyone's favourite parts of these streams these days, is me being fucking knackered all the time. You were napping until your classes and got away with it. Brugger, most places in... Is that true? Yeah, most places in Europe start their school year in, like, around this time. Which tells me that this is the start of your school year, and you're already napping in class. I mean, real, I can't really slay. I'd nap if given the opportunity. I love napping. I've not been able to nap. I feasibly could nap on the weekends, but like, Rob's napping as well. Hey guys, I heard that we're tired and I've woken from a nap. Hello Rob, how goes it? I hope you've been well. Gonna just inconspicuously switch to the game scene now. I have connected to Jensen this time. The school year started on the 1st of the month. Around this time, school started 1.5 months ago here. That's not that long ago in the grand scheme of things, is it? You know? In like the grand scheme of the universe, that's pretty recent, you know? In my opinion. The class in question were history and religion. No, I had a religion class when I was in school. That's not that surprising. Actually, hang on, I'll get in line. Clock's ticking, Rob. Imagine being tired. Who's fucking tired these days? Draven, hello, how goes it? I hope you've been well. Welcome to the stream. I'm shiny hunting for Xerneas today. It's still 0.4% of your life. I feel like I could calculate Jelu's lifespan at this point. You know? Wait, no, I can. I know the calculation for this. I could do this. So... just go 1.5. Divided by 0.4. No. 1.5 divided by 0. That's 100%. There we go. 365 divided by 12. I feel like I've miscalculated. I feel like I've miscalculated here. Because... But... If have I? Doing good working at a Pokemon Shield team? Hell yeah, you're working on an effects build. Uh-oh. Wait, so... Okay, that's that. That's 100. Yeah, no, I'm currently calculating, I calculated how many months I've lived, then 1 over the amount of months you've lived. Oh, wait. There's poison to the left and to the right. We should probably go left. I got 31. That's the point I'm the point I'm getting to. I got Jellu is 31 years old, which I don't think I believe. You know? Oh, that sounds right. Seems legit. Yeah? Okay. I'll adopt that into my worldview. To be fair, given all those years he spent in the Torment Nexus, he probably isn't far off. I think I'm around that age, as you may have noticed from my overflowing maturity. Exactly. Yeah! Hashtag hag! Yeah? Jelly's a hag? Hello, Mr. Basculin. Oh, right, it's Mr. Basculin. I didn't know it's Mr. Basculin. I was too busy focusing on Jello being 31 years old. God, I love that emote. That's a good emote. Genuinely jealous you got that emote, because that's a good one. Of all the emotes, that's a pretty good one. Rob's got a little Pokeball. Oh, it's from Bite Size. Okay. This is making sense why you both got this now. This is becoming logical as to why this is a thing. All of a sudden. It's making sense in my head. Which is surprising, because most things don't make sense in my head. You know? I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about things that... Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. I fucking butt-dialed someone today! I butt-dialed someone! How did I butt-dial someone? I'm gonna crash out. Butt-dial? I butt-dial? And it wasn't even like a friend of mine, you know? It wasn't even like someone who I'm currently friends with. It was my friend from secondary school's mother. I haven't spoken to that guy in like maybe like this isn't a W butt dial. Butt dials are not a W. I want to be clear. W's are not. This is not a W. That's also the inferior W emote. I'm starting beef right now. You know you have a better one. You can use it. Yeah, there we go. That's the better W. Because it scrolls. And that's pretty fun. Cahir, you're just biased since that one is yours. No, it's Cahir is his, actually. I'm CahirLIVE. So we're different people. It's just what it is, you know, it's just how it is. That we're different people. So, okay, Goober. Yeah. I don't want Vanillish. Hot take, don't want Vanillish. So what does that mean? Did she pick up? Okay, I think she did. However, when I pulled my phone out my pocket and saw the big hang up button, I pressed it on instinct. My heart in my mouth, I didn't look at anything, I just pressed the fucking button. Because I didn't want that. I didn't want that at all. However, when I looked at the phone, it said about 2 minutes. Like, after the call, it said about 2 minutes. Which either means answer phone, and that's like a 2-minute voicemail, or I think she picked up. I think she picked up and was just listening to me in my room for 2 minutes. As I, like, unpacked after work. Realised I accidentally took my lunch box upstairs. And probably said some weird things to the cat. I think it's my new headphones. Because often when I pick them up and put them in the case, they do this, like, thing where it's like, voice recognition! Activate mode activation! On my phone. And I don't want that. I don't want voice activation on my phone. But they do it every time, and it's like, okay, don't do that, first of all. So I'm guessing when I put my headphones away after I took them off from listening to music on my way home, they were like, we're going to call someone. We're going to phone someone. And taking wheezing is a problem for you? Why is taking wheezing a problem for you? I can take wheezing. If you want, I can have wheezing. If you want to keep Mr. Basculin. Oh. Or what do you mean tanking wheezing? But yeah, no, I think that is... maybe it's one of the most embarrassing things. Because it nerfs Mr. Basculin's damage. Okay. Fair enough. Let's compare our options here. A Pokemon with super effective attacks against the legendary Pokemon we're trying to fight versus a Pokemon with nothing for the fight. One of the NPCs is probably going to take it anyway. You doubt Mr. Basculin? We're not passing up wheezing. We're not going to pass up the wheezing. Plus, again, one of the NPCs is going to take it. So Mr. Basculin's going to be on the team one way or other. Because watch. One of these guys is going to take it. See, both of them wanted it. So, he would have been on the team anyway. Better he be in my hands than some NPCs. What's the grass type? It's Lurantis? We should go Seeking. Our Moldo, I think, has some good moves against this thing, actually. I think our Moldo's pretty reasonable of an opponent to this. But, you know how it is. Okay, I'm gonna have to use Heat Wave, which is fine because I don't think I'd want to use anything else really. You know? Wait a second, that's Peony! Peony! I just fucking realised! What's he doing here? Why is he here? I've never seen him here before. Maybe I have and I just didn't notice. Because clearly I have not been paying attention enough. Because I only just realized on the third fucking battle, he comes not. Like, I know Peonia does. That's Penny's dad right there. Sorry, that's my favorite tidbit of lore in this game. Is that Peony is Penny's dad. Big bug, big bug. I'm curious, like, you're really hyping up the dorsal fin on stream. I think there's a likely option as to what it is. You know? Because you've been talking about it for maybe the past, like, 3 weeks. So it's like, oh, that's gonna be what you're streaming, you know? Because it's like, what's Finn hyping up that she thinks is really exciting? I'm not gonna bother Dynamaxing, I don't want the animation. And it's kind of obvious when you think about it for like more than like 2 seconds. But you know, you like him while asking Vay's Genshin questions? Is Vay asking Genshin questions in the Discord? Yeah, good for Vay. Because I think what's clearly happened is she's bought Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and she's going to play it on stream. That's what I'm expecting. And if it's anything else, I think I'm going to cry. In real life. And maybe block her on all social media platforms. Except you haven't played... You haven't played 2 at all? Oh no, I think I know this. You played like the beginning of it. And then... stopped. You need to... Xenoblade Chronicles 2? Now, okay, you know what? No, I can't slate you specifically, Rob. Because you can slate me for not having played 1 and 3. And X. You know? So you can slate me right back, you know? That's fair, that's true, that's real. However... 2 is... Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. You know? It is one of my favourite games of all time. And... I think you should play it. Especially if you played 1 and 3. You'll be getting around to it. You better. You better. You've only beaten 1. Blimey. I want to get and play 3 at some point, but I feel like I have other things on my plate at the moment that I need to sort. I want to get around to beating Nodcry and Genshin, and that's like the main thing that's I've been doing in my evenings lately, because it's like I've not got time to do fucking anything else. Then there's other things I want to do after that. You're going through them in order, but other stuff going the way. Monkey Dong. And Skyrim. Alright. Now that Zonia's kind of big, it is kind of big, isn't it, GP? Hello, welcome to the stream. I hope your week has been going well. Now that I think about it, maybe Finn is hyping it up because it's going to be a collaboration with Mr. Beast. Because I can imagine she didn't know he locked a man in a burning building yesterday. You know? I have a feeling that's the situation here. Is she's collaborating with Mr. Beast because she's entirely unaware about how he locked a man in a burning building. The money. I like that Finn is only responding with, like, :0. Still think he's small, I see. It's not necessarily small, but... No, it's DK, then Kirby, then playing 3 houses till Pokemon. I see. And after Pokemon. Oh, bro. Mr. Beast burning building is crazy. He's getting one step closer to Jigsaw, or he can go the Joker route. I think that the thing that people aren't realizing here is he's just going the more malicious route of, like, making people risk their lives for money. Which is not what Jigsaw or the Joker do. The Jigsaw nor the Joker put people in poverty into life or death situations for cash. That is Squid Game. That is Squid Game that does that. And then again, he has already done Squid Game. No, he's not. Like, so Portal. Is that what Portal's about? I don't really know what Portal's about. I just know it's about portals and robots that develop immense crushes on Miss Portal. Person trapped to do experiments. Did Miss Portal opt into this? That's fucked up. That's fucked up that that just happened. I just want to be clear. What just happened to Miss Sebastian in there is fucked up. However, this thing's going to die this turn because I don't think I've used Max Ooze yet. I haven't used Max Ooze yet. This guy's going to get used and it's going to die. You love to see it. That was a good clap. You guys probably didn't hear it because of noise suppression, but like... That was a good clap. I was very satisfied with the clap I just did there. But like, it was crisp. It was a crisp. Like, my hands collided in like the exact way to like... You know, like they didn't that time. Like, I wasn't trying to do like a loud clap and it was a really loud clap. You know? Like, that was like a really... What am I talking about? Why am I this excited about a clap I just did? Like, I kind of understand it when you dap someone up, right? When you're dapping someone up, right? It's like communal. You and someone else have collaborated into this grand act of companionship, you know? But when it's a clap, it's just me. When it's a clap, it's I'm the only person doing this. You know? Would you do a Mr. Beast challenge for millions, but you have a 30% chance of dying? No. No, I don't think I would. That's a really high chance of dying. I've heard of the dap. One day, Rob, we will have to do the big dap. What do you mean, no? Ben, are you distressed by the fact I wouldn't take that up? Or was there a love disc on offer that I could have picked? Was it that there was a love disc on offer? I don't know if love disc is even in this. I feel like it isn't. I hope it isn't. I wanted to make sure you answered no. Okay, good. Do not worry, Finn. However, and to be clear, the issue comes in with the fact that there are people in such bad situations in life, they are going to take up that offer, right? I don't know, I guess maybe it's a bit stupid to be like, in this hypothetical scenario, in this life, like, where Mr. Beast put someone in a life or death situation for money, but it's like, I don't know, it's... I'm glad these days we can admit Mr. Beast is bad. That's how I'm gonna put it. I would do it unless it's more than a 50-50. GP Keep, you're pregnant. Think of the baby. If you die, the baby dies too. You're not just doing this for yourself anymore. You would risk your child like that? Exactly. Do it after you've had the baby. After you've had the baby, that's fine. Just not before. Bring Eagle Death into this world. And then... Baby better be Batman, for real, for real. Honestly... I would not complain about the idea of a Batman with a personal vendetta against Mr. That is actually such a, like, comical concept. You know? Like, a vigilante whose backstory is their impoverished parent entered a death game for money hosted by a billionaire whose smile doesn't quite reach his eyes, and now they want to kill the billionaire. Like, low-key would go hard, actually. Rich versus rich. I don't think this is quite the regular Batman situation, because I think that would make it a little less interesting. Unless the lawsuit fails what made them rich. I keep on hearing good things about Absolute Batman. You know? Like, the Abomination Joker. I'm really interested to see what the fuck's up with that. Because, like... Okay, we can't go for Center Scorch, just as a clarification. Man, we really could have gotten a Kling Clang or a Clang if we'd gone the other way. Trevenant, sure. I said one thing! I guess a Ghost type's a bad idea. Maybe I should have gone Barbarical. Oh well. Alright. It was too late. Bro saw the Center Scorch and was like, yes, please. I would quite like to fight the Centipede. Centipede? Where? Not on the carpet, I hope. Did I speak about how I had the fear of God struck into my heart on Saturday morning? Because basically, I woke up Saturday morning, right? Saturday morning, I woke up in the morning feeling like, not him. Feeling great. I woke up in the morning feeling absolutely wonderful. And I didn't. I'm lying. I'm lying to your faces. My throat was pony. I woke up and my throat was pony. Not great. It was then I realized I don't have my manager's number. Now this was Saturday morning. Saturday morning, to be clear. I don't go to work on Saturday, I don't work weekends. I'm thankfully in a weekday establishment. Great. Awesome. Lovely. So, what was it called? I was fine. I was fine. I got my mate to get me added to the group chat. So I then had my manager's number. Gimme! So if I was sick, I could call in. Thankfully, it was like my throat was only pony during the morning. By the afternoon, it was gone, and I was fine. So it was all a bit of panic for nothing in the grand scheme of things. But I guess it's better to panic over nothing and be safe in the future than yeah. Glad your throat's not crappy, but it happened to me. Happened to me Sunday afternoon, fear of God thing. I was there for your Sunday afternoon. What happened on Sunday afternoon? Did you tell us this and I was just zoned out? You know. Just the general slime. Togedemaru's on the left! Right! Togedemaru's on the right! We could do Togedemaru! Togedemaru's a shield type! Togedemaru! Togedemaru. Togedemaru. Honestly, Togedemaru as a Pikachu clone, I think it's up there. I think Togedemaru's up there. That's my hot take. Be right back, have fun being traveler. What do we have? We have... Might be your fave, interesting. I guess it depends on if we count Mimikyu as a Pikachu clone, because Mimikyu's also quite iconic. But, right? Togedemaru. Sorry, it's got a really fun name to say as well. Me! Ow. Because what are other options? Pichu, arguably. Not sure how much I'm going to commit to Pichu, but like, oh well. Then we got... Plus Mining. I quite like Plus Mining, is my hot take. I quite like those little fuckers. I think they're quite funny. Bold moves from CahirLIVE. I think Plus Mining are quite funky. They got that little there's two of them thing going on, you know? That's pretty cute. They have pretty cute designs all in all. I think they do a good job at standing out from Pikachu. Like, I don't know, like, they as the original Pikachu clones kind of... I think almost weren't all that Pikachu clone-ish in a way. To be fair, I think you could argue that about maybe a lot of the Pikachu clones. So I might just be stupid, but... They have the same shape, but like they still feel a bit distinct, and I like that. Oh, fuck's sake. Pachirisu is iconic. I will give it that. It did the thing in the VGC, and VGC players always complain about how it's always Pachirisu being the face of VGC, but it's like, come on, there's like... Pachirisu winning VGC is maybe like one of the core VGC moments that the Pokemon fandom at large remember. You know? What does Get a Cahir Gunk do? I have a box of Croagunk called CahirLIVE YT. And if you redeem it, I will trade you one of them in a Pokemon game. Yeah. But, I like Emolga a lot, actually. Emolga might be my favorite now that I think about it. It's got the little, oh, it's a flying type thing. That's quite iconic, and I like that. Iris's Emolga was adorable. You know? I liked Iris's Emolga a lot in the anime. Just all in all, a pretty cute guy. It is funny how Emolga is a Pikachu clone in a region without Pikachu, but I guess that's not that big of a sin. It can do that if it wants. Dynamax? No, I only Auramax. Yeah. When do you Auramax, SFA? I don't think I've ever seen you do it. Can you Auramax for us right now, SFA? Because I don't think I've ever seen you Auramax before. And I want to see what it's like. Pikachu's actually an Emolga clone, so... Oh, that makes sense. Then in Gen 6, it's today. Ugh. Fuck me. Then in Gen 6, it's the Dene. Moving on. We're gonna skip on from that one. Then in Gen 7, Gen 7's funny because Gen 7 I like to imagine has 3. Togedemaru, which I feel like is kind of like the Pokemon designed to be the Pikachu clone of the region, you know? Togedemaru's cute, it's iconic, it's nice. SFA is, like, teal now, for some reason. Finn, are you seeing this shit? Should we, like, do something about this? Then there's Mimikyu. Possibly, like, one of the most... I don't know, Mimikyu's, like, immediately become a fan favorite, and I think it's easily one of the best Pokemon designs in... ever. You know? You've always been teal? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. That's lime? That's not lime. You're lime. No, I died! Wait a minute. But, here. I don't think that's teal. More of a cyan. Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page on that one. I see a fluorescent green. That's pretty lime-ish. Anyway, back to the Pikachu points. Mimikyu, I mean, yeah, Mimikyu's probably, like... Mimikyu's, like, pretty high up for me, but just, like, because it's iconic, you know? I don't care for Mimikyu all that much. That's not teal either. But, no, blue, yeah, that's just blue, man. Finally, a Alolan Raichu. Alolan Raichu isn't really a Pikachu clone because it's an evolution. But I think that Alolan Raichu kind of counts, because often the Pikachu clones embody something from their region, you know? They, like, represent something to do with the region they're from. Plus, Lamainen, a double battle as the Dene's fairy type. Emolga can only be found in Shaking Grass, you know? Like, they each kind of, like, are linked to or embody a mechanic in the region. So, Alolan Raichu being a regional variant, I'd say puts it in that category for me, where I'd low-key count it as a Pika clone. You might call me delusional. You might call me a fool. You might call me an idiot who should be lobotomized and put in a little box and sent to the bottom of the ocean. I don't know why I said all that. Oh, that was exactly what I was typing, in fact. Okay, I guess Felix was just beaming his thoughts into my head. Again. But I'd count Raichu as a Pika clone. Then Gen 8 is... Morpeko. Morpeko is the first Pokemon that can change forms in battle. No, it isn't. That's a lie. Is it via a move? No, it isn't. That's a lie. Morpeko does nothing! Morpeko's just there! It's not even got a Dynamax. They didn't even give Morpeko a Dynamax. It's just the Pikachu clone of the region, and it's just every turn. It is, isn't it? It's just Marnie's friend. It being Marnie's friend gets it points because Marnie's cool. I like Marnie. I don't think anyone, like... I know some people do dislike Marnie because they don't think she's got much of a personality. Which I don't think is an entirely unfair criticism to leverage at Marnie. But, like... I think most people... We should go right because there's Nido... Nope, there's Nidoqueen and Buffalant. But... I'm gonna switch to Buffalant, just because otherwise Nidoqueen will, like, turn Galvantula into paste. There's a chance the Buffalant's gonna do that anyway. And then Gen 9 is... Pawmot? Is Pawmot, and... Paw Me, Pawmo, and Pawmot. That's it. Paw Me, Pawmo, and Pawmot. Which... Pawmo could have been an email. No reason to exist. I kind of respect the Paw line as being the only Pikachu clones to evolve. You know? All the others, just single stage. This guy, ballsy. It doesn't just evolve once to show off the whole you can walk with Pokemon mechanic. It evolves twice. That's impressive to me. I'm impressed by that. Also, electric fighting type, not a common type, you know? I'm not that attached to them, but I can respect them. I respect them more than fucking Morpeko. I don't like Morpeko. That one's dumb. I'd say bottom of the list is definitely Morpeko. I think Emolga might be top of the list. I think Emolga is top of the list. In fact, Alolan Raichu is top of the list. Alolan Raichu is my favorite Pikachu clone. I forgot I'd put that in like the offerings. Alolan Raichu is my favorite, then Emolga. And then Mimikyu. But again, Mimikyu's there because like... Mimikyu's the tier of... I respect you. I think you're a really good design. I'm not all that attached to you myself. It's also got a fucking revival move. That is true. That is very true. It was like one of the like 3 Pokemon to learn Revival Blessing, which is an insane move. And kind of cool strat involving Terra Electric Double Shock. Yeah? But... yeah, no, oh wait, no, actually. Plusle and Minun, I think. Because you kind of can't separate them, because they're basically the same design. So Plusle and Minun go above Mimikyu, because I kind of like those guys. They're pretty funky. The defibrillator's a cool idea. There's not enough happening for me to warrant it being a 3-stage instead of a 2. That is a fair take. I never really considered the defibrillator angle. I always just thought they were funky. But I kind of see it now. And... to Nidoqueen. It just stands up. It does. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool because it's a 3-stage. It makes it stand out more. This might hurt, it might hurt, but we need it. So don't let it hurt. Between Nidoqueen and Kadabra, it had to be this one. This is Coffin Bomb versus a Hydrogen Baby situation. But no, yawning. Fuck me. I'm so I yawn when I'm in a yawning fuck. Sorry, I'm pissing myself off. Don't run with scissors. You can't tell me what to do. Me when I'm in a running with scissors competition. Whee! Day to Flint Sucrose savings, you have 29 pulls. Ooh. Hopefully you get the Sucrose and don't get the Flints then. Or do you want Flints? I'm guessing you're ambivalent on Flints. By the fact you always pair them together. You have 140, nice. I have 145. I think 150 in total. I have 150 pulls. Right now. People are saying the fair's gonna be shit, is the blunt truth. And that's what I'm struggling with. Right? Is people like, Nefair's gonna be shit without Lauma. In fact, Nefair's kind of shit. In general. That's what people have been saying. You know? I don't know how much I should read into this. Because it's like, free stuff. But like, all the same, it's like, is Nefair maybe a character I should avoid pulling? To maybe focus on getting like, cons? I like Nefair, but like, if I had zero pity on a non-guaranteed right now, I probably wouldn't be pulling for her. You know? Because I'd be like, oh no, I'd rather save for Columbina. But because I've got 40 pity towards a guaranteed, it's like, oh, I might as fucking well. Traveler getting sucked into the endgame. Oh fuck, he's getting sucked into the endgame. Look at him go. Bye, Traveler. Good luck in the metagame. He really just got sucked in there. Wow, that's crazy. Like, yeah, no, like, I probably wouldn't consider pulling her that much if it wasn't a situation where I can grab her easily and still have more than enough pulls to get other characters I want later on, right? Because what do you mean I'm poisoned? Because 6.2? Oh, shit. Because 6.2 is probably going to be another map expansion. We're going to get events and shit in 6.1. Like, I'm going to have enough for, like, a 5-star in 6.3. Which is probably when Columbina's coming out, right? But, what's it called? Like, that's great, you know, that's awesome, but if the fair's kind of shit, then as cool as she is, am I really gonna... Yes. I just realized the answer is yes. Because if I don't get her and she's kind of shit, then I will regret not getting her. And if I do get her and she's kind of shit, then I'll just have to deal with that. But I'll have her. And I kind of like that option more. Always the chance to grab Llama. Why did none of these guys take Nidoqueen? Why did we do that for no reason? Come on, man. Orbital, I think, is gonna fuck us over royally. Frostlass might not be much better, but I'm feeling Frostlass. I'm feeling Frostlass. I probably won't grab Lama later. I'll probably grab Columbina, and if Columbina's a support for Lunar reactions, then grand. You went to the Switcher? That might have been a bet. Because Diggersby isn't great. And nor is Ninjask. And that guy is poisoned. Now, in hindsight, you've raised an interesting situation. What's your favorite Pokemon Center Pokemon? Indeedee. I like Indeedee. Little Maid Butler Pokemon? That's fucking awesome. Like, that's genuinely sick. Like, one of the best ideas they've had. Inarguably one of the best ideas they've had. And in, like, the UK... You know, like, in the British region. That goes hard as fuck. I'm not gonna... I like the Rotom computer. Yes. Does that count? Like, that guy's funny because he appeared once and... Oh, that's Gore. That's Gore of Rob. It appeared once in Sword and Shield, no one fucking used it because no one gave a shit. Which, I didn't give a shit, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. And then it was gone by the next game, never to return. I find it funny how central Rotom was to like a lot of the shit in Sword and Shield. I really wish Drone Rotom wasn't actually like obtainable thing in game. Like, I get that Drone Rotom arguably would be another flying electric type, so like why would they make that? But like, Drone Rotom unironically goes hard. Imagine if I could fight with that thing. I want to fight with Drone Rotom. Why wouldn't you let me fight alongside Drone Rotom? Obviously, I don't want to send my mobile phone into battle. That's out of the question. I'm not going to make my mobile phone go into battle. Simple as. However, that drone, I want that drone to go into battle. Give us a Rotom games console. That's also true and real, right? It's a retro game console. So the Nintendo DS. No, it's a retro game console, you know? Psychic type is my suggestion. Is Psychic type. Because video games affect the mind. Wii U gamepad Rotom. The issue is, I don't think anyone would understand that reference. Like, I'd genuinely be interested to see if... like, people around what, like, it's the rock-type fossil Rotom, that's true and real, actually, that's a really good idea. Also, Rotom Drone can be Steel-type. And I like, arguably half of them can be Steel-type, but I like the idea of Rotom Drone being Steel-type. Anyway, they should make more Rotom forms. Just a couple. They don't need to make, like, 6 trillion. Just a couple more Rotom forms. Just because it would go hard. It would go hard as fuck. I think that would be awesome if they did that. I was going to say they should have been Legends Arceus, but I guess that doesn't make sense. Uh-oh. The Rotom phone is such... I've gone on long extended rants about the Rotom phone, I don't need to go on another. Or do I? Rob. Rob. Buddy. Rob. Rob is impressive to me, sometimes. How does he manage it? How does he do it? You know? My YouTube chat just disconnected. Nope, Twitch chat just disconnected again. I hope I didn't miss any riveting comments. Then again, Rob's head is probably still in his hands. Train was... I've already gone most of the way through the sentence, I can't back out. In fear of doxing myself, but train was cancelled this morning. Which wasn't great. So I had to take a different train into work. I got there on time. But it meant I couldn't stop by the Tesco's I normally stop by. Which meant I didn't have the Tesco donuts for breakfast. But what I did have was brioche. Is that what they're called? I think it is. Wait. No, brioche is a type of bread, isn't it? It's the bread with the chocolate bits. Oh, we're cooked. It's the bread with the chocolatey bits in it. And I really like the bread with the chocolatey bits in it. Oh, no, okay. I like that bread a lot with the chocolate bits in it. So I had the bread with the chocolatey bits in it. And that was nice. I really enjoyed the bread with the chocolate bits in it. I think in the future I will still go with the donuts, because the donuts are £1 and the bread with the chocolatey bits in it. Pan au chocolat? No, not pan au chocolat. Pan au chocolat, but everyone I know calls them brioche. It's not pan au chocolat. Like, is that pan au chocolat? Like, I guess in, like, etymologically, it is pan au chocolat, because it is bread with chocolate, right? But pan au chocolat is like a pastry, not a bread. Yeah, I mean, you can bet on me, the fact of me getting created and consumed by the goo in D&D soon. But I'll be getting milk! That's crazy. Now what? How quick do you think Rob can get milk? Someone's gonna make a deadbeat dad joke reference. I think. The joke is always, right, that the dad goes, oh, I'm going to get milk, and then he leaves forever and never comes back. Is that real? Does that happen? Is that how it, like... I'm guessing milk isn't, like... It's like the whole bit where they're like, oh, I'm going out for cigarettes, and then they're actually abandoning their family for, like, a woman barely over 18, right? Like, it's the stereotype. I should have said a girl over... My point could have been made better, but I don't know, I need to reassess the idea. Happened to my good buddy Richard Waterson. Yeah? That's how I plan to leave sometime. You're gonna leave me for a girl who's barely turned 18? I'll be going to get the milk, then I'll die of old age. Okay, you're actually gonna die. Okay. I was more talking about the implication of, like, when the... Like, the stereotype of, like, fathers, like, abandoning their families. Not just dying. If you died on your way to get milk, I'd be sad about it, but, like, that wouldn't really be the same situation. You know? I genuinely think we've got no super effective Pokemon on this route. Vaporeon. Oh, there's a Doublade, there's a Doublade. You're gonna want to go left to the Doublade because there's a woman. I phrased that quite odd, but... And, yes, let's visit the woman. Let's visit the woman. I don't know, like, like, okay, to be clear, right? I believe people's fathers abandon them. The point I'm arguing is not that families are never abandoned by their fathers. The point I'm interested in is... Was there, like, one joke about a guy going to get milk or going to get cigarettes? In fact, I can imagine it happened that way. It's like there was one joke about a dad going to get cigarettes. Plays a bit where it's like, oh, I'm going to get cigarettes, and then he leaves and never comes back. And that's like a bit. That's a bit in a TV show, in like a sitcom or something. Where it's like, oh, my dad went to get cigarettes, and it's like, ah ha 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 ha, his dad's abandoned him, you know, like the classic. And then it was like adapted into like a series aimed at a younger audience. So instead of cigarettes, they were like, oh, milk, it's milk. Oh my god. Oh, it's milk. They all have to get milk, you know, like. Okay, grand. And then the bit just kind of rolled from around that, you know. It was probably repeated again a few times before the whole milk thing came around. But, like, it was a bit... Or, like, is it genuinely a stereotype that people's fathers look them in the eyes and go, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go and get cigarettes and then abandon them? Like, is that actually a thing that happens? Or do they just leave silently in the night? Or, like, never come back from work, you know? I'm fucking fuming. I'm always fuming. I start off most of my stories with I'm fucking fuming these days. But it's because there's a lot to be angry about. Like, I dropped my phone before the stream and it cracked the screen protector. There's now a huge fucking... It's not a huge crack, it's a tiny crack. There's now a reasonably sized crack on the top right of the screen. And... it's not a big deal. It's not anywhere I even touch that often, right? It's not going to get in the way of my life at all. But I'm pissed because I cracked it. I cracked my fucking phone. I don't want to do that. I like it when it's full and intact. I spoiled myself by managing to keep my iPhone 12 intact. Right? I spoiled myself big time by managing to keep my iPhone 12 entirely intact for like the full 3 years. I'm gonna have to switch to Unpheasant lest I die. Like, I managed to keep that stupid fucking phone hole for, like, the longest... Like, I used to be so shit at cracking open my phone. Like, my phones always used to be riddled with cracks. It was just how it was. I think I'm gonna go with the muscle band. I assume you didn't get it as you're still doing this. Exactly, you're right. I'm currently complaining about how I cracked my phone. It might be from Ocarina of Time. Ocarina... I don't... Did I feel like Ocarina of Time could have been one of the first places to be like, oh, it was milk, you know? My dad left to get milk. I'd be surprised if it started the whole thing. There's a farmer at the beginning called Talon who goes out to deliver milk and falls asleep. Okay, no, to be clear, I'm going to make this clear again. I'm not talking about dads who go out to leave milk and, like, are intending on coming back. I'm talking about dads who use going out for milk as an excuse to abandon their family for good. Right? I'm talking about the stereotype of fathers who genuinely abandon their families. I'm not saying going out for milk for like a bit and then they don't come back and it's like, oh, they died on... No. They never went out for milk. They were just straight up abandoning their family. Yasop. He did that? That's fucked up. But my point was just to loop Jello in. Does that actually happen? Do fathers genuinely, like, give shit-ass excuses like that and then abandon their families? Or is that just, like, a bit? Obviously, fathers abandon their families, but I would, like, assume that maybe they just slip out in the night or, like, don't come back from work. Do they genuinely look their kids in the eyes and go, like, yes, I'm going to go and do the shop. And then, like, they never come back? Maybe his family could be a pirate. Real and true. I'm gonna do that one day. I mean, I wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't rule it out entirely. But, like, I guess my question is does the stereotype come from that actually happening often? Is the stereotype an idea something that's, like, happened? Do you mind if I take this guy since you've got, a poison move? And or a fire type, Rob? Yippee! Like, is it like a stereotype that comes from that? Or was there, like, a joke about it once, and it just kind of got perpetuated from there? What's the fairy type? It's a Azumarill. We should, I don't think either of these are better options. I'm just gonna say Mushana because it's gonna be easier to kill. And do less damage to our team. Probably. Because, like, has it happened in history? Probably once or twice. Did it inspire the stereotype? I think that's the question that I need to phrase it as. I tried Googling, but couldn't find anything apart from very old saying. A very old saying? I don't have any ghost attacks. That's fucked up. Can we have the very old saying, Rob? I love very old sayings. This must have been from what, when you were a kid? Don't go for cigarettes, or you'll abandon your family. Ooh. Have you seen any main shower options recently? Maybe like once. Nuclear Origins, just humor based on the cigarette thing. Exactly, that's my thought. Is like, is it just like a La Funny? La Boo Boo? Why did you never add a counter to these raids? Well, originally they were just a Friday thing, and I was never really planning on doing them so intensely that I'd, like, actually... Like, originally it was random. That's it. Originally, I didn't care what legendary popped up. I was just doing legendaries. It was just random, guys. So someone came in and was like, I want to do some Zekrom runs. I would have been like, fine by me. But these days I'm like, no, I'm doing something. I've got my eyes on a prize. Why Xerneas? I'm going to let you answer that one for yourself because it's quite obvious. It's his favorite legendary, I think. Doth thou think McDonald's be my favorite restaurant, for I visit there once a week? That was a habit of mine for a while. I used to have a McDonald's once a week. Back when I was working retail, some nights I'd get off at like 9 PM, and obviously I'd be fucking knackered. So, instead of having to cook dinner, I'd go to the McDonald's. Your Pokemon is literally shaped like a huge X right now. That's a good point. That's a really good point. I'm sorry, Felix. But yeah, no, I used to have McDonald's for dinner that day. Not that day. It happened multiple days in the week. Some days I'd just have like a microwave meal. But like other days I'd have McDonald's. Because I'm not going to cook an actual fucking meal at 9 PM. I'm not doing that. According to Orlando Sentinel, Stephen King's father went out for a drink and never came back when King was 2 years old. I see. So maybe it was based on like an actual proper thing. Put in that context, it sounds a bit more likely. I don't know. It kind of like adds up in my head, and I'm like, okay, yeah. I feel like there's a joke here to be made at Stephen King's expense, but I won't make it for him. But, yeah. I need to be careful because my Nintendo Switch Online will run out pretty soon, I think. So I'm gonna need to renew it. But, was this song on the playlist? No, it is. Okay, good. I feel like I was talking about someone else. Alright, yeah, I was talking about my nightly McDonald's. To be fair, my shit ass is like, alright, I don't have it anymore. But I do have the Subway breakfast. The Subway breakfast is becoming a thing. Where I have breakfast at Subway once a week. So I guess maybe I can't, like, act too high on my tea when that's a thing that's starting to work its way into my schedule. How much does this cost you yearly? Jellu, I have been at this job for 1 month. And only had 2 Subway breakfasts so far. This is not something I can calculate this. So, it's £3.50. Wait, no, okay, so 52 minus... I think it was 13 weeks a year? Yeah, 39 looks right. Times 350. £136. A year. You know? Like, that does sound like a lot. However, I will spend more money on more stupid shit. I will spend more money on my commute to work. I think I spend more money on my commute to work in a month, actually. I hate commuting. It's dumb. Do you still work at the Make Babies Cry factory? Yeah, no, I've not been fired yet, don't worry. Gotta treat yourself, stave off the daily run. Exactly, exactly. You gotta... I am, unfortunately, painfully susceptible to the idea of a little treat. If you give me the option to give myself a little treat, I will take it. Time and again. If you're like, oh, you can have a little treat, I'm always like, yeah, I could have a little treat. You're right. I do deserve a little treat. You know? Time and again, always and forever. If I get given the option to have a little treaty snack, little treat in general, doesn't need to be a snack, I will always do it. I will always take myself up on that offer. Thursday, when I was in Tesco, we were in the milk aisle, and I spied. We weren't in the milk aisle. It wasn't the milk aisle. It was perishable. It was something. We were in an aisle, and I saw a cardboard carton of custard, and I was like, I haven't had custard in a few years. Did I just die? I think I did. And I have not had custard in a few years, and I was like, you know, fucking what? I'm gonna buy this custard. And for the past few nights, I have had a bowl of custard. That might be the part people call me a psychopath. I don't know. There's people eat custard. I eat custard. I eat custard. I do it often. Oh, like on its own, yeah. Yeah, I thought this was going to be the part I was going to get brought up on. Sounds about right. What the fuck does that mean? No! I can feel the judgment again. No, I stand by it. I stand by it. Don't do it, Xerneas. Don't do it, Xerneas. 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 Is that it? Yeah, no, it isn't. Not yet. We got one more time, Rob. You got to lock in. Never mind. I say, why not? You work hard, and working hard can be depressing. That is true and real. That is true and real. That's coming from the one person in this chat who knows my job. So, it must be true. Alright. Alright. Why do you guard your job anyway? I like the anonymity that being a VTuber provides. It's nice. Additionally, I'm really not sure how many facilities like it there are in this place, in this world, which might really narrow down my location. Like, oh wow, the Making Babies Laugh Factory. Closer than you'd know. Yeah, the UK's pretty high in population now. Would anyone know you? It's not about that, Jello. I think you're on the wrong end of the stick right now. I like the anonymity. It is nice being anonymous online. And my job is one of the things that it is not. You know, like, it's... How did they manage this? Privacy is overrated. No, it isn't. Oh, actually, no, Jelly. You're right. Give us your full address. Jelly, you're right and I'm wrong. How could I have been such a fool on this matter? Can you give us your full address right now? Yeah, this is an absolutely dismal lineup. The Milky Way, Earth, Europe. No. Get more accurate here. What school do you go to? Tell us. Since privacy is so overrated. High school. We got him. Rob, send 7 nuclear bombs to his house. I'm the same. If I don't buy frivolous things sometimes, it'd be kind of shitty, and I'm not sure I could keep tolerating it. That's fair. Let's begin the nuking. Let's go! My family's innocent. Just send it him. Nope, sorry. Nuke. That's what you get for telling us where you live, Jello. Sorry about it. Sorry, buddy. Jello, can I have the funky numbers on your money card? That's true, actually. Before the nukes arrive, can we have the funky numbers on your money card? It's not like when we put you in debt, you'll be there to have to deal with that. $987. The thing is like, it could be. That could be. That could be the numbers on his money card. Sorry, Felix. I get to have it now since I spent 2 minutes here. Sorry, Buster. You snossed and you lost. By snossed and you lost, I mean, YouTube's decided Jellu deserves the top spot more than you, even though you've got the same amount of points. $97 is the money card number. Now I'm gonna buy 7 billion years of Osu supporter. That's awesome. Good for you, man. I was thinking the other day, Toho is interesting to me. Because I think I've seen its gameplay like once. Like, Toho as a franchise has such an interesting like cultural footprint where like making Bad Apple on something that can produce a visual is, I'd say, maybe even more iconic than Doom, than running Doom on like a random fucking piece of hardware. But life orb seeking. Toho, like, it's everywhere. I've never seen a, like, I think I've seen maybe like a second of gameplay of it, maybe. How many people are streaming Toho right now? I'm guessing there are multiple. Are there multiple Toho games? Probably. Toho Project, here we go. 10! There are 10 views on Toho Project right now. Are there more than that? Oh, it's Minchino. The Toho Project is like all of them, maybe. No, it is. It's all of them. Toho Project is all of them. It's got 10 viewers on Twitch right now. This is one of the games of all time. These guys went on r/place and animated a fan video to it. A fan video that is so iconic that, like, whenever a visual medium comes along, someone tries to make that video in it. Toho is such a cryptic franchise to me. And I'm not slating. Maybe I need to get into Toho. Greg too, but mango says rifle cans. Exactly. It just fucks me up. But like, anyone who's chronically online knows Bad Apple. How many of those people have ever seen a Toho game's gameplay? Toho is all music, I think, yeah? The Asian community loves Toho music, but doesn't play it. As in they don't play Toho music? Did you guys know that this is a non sequitur that is only capable with my insane levels of ADHD? Did you guys know that Toby Fox is voicing John Homestuck in, I don't know if that's his actual name, but is voicing like the main character of Homestuck in the new Homestuck series? Toby Fox, maker of Undertale, is voicing the main character of the new Homestuck animated series. Like, obviously he is. Okay, this is common knowledge. Okay, good. I'm glad. It still fucks me up. Like, obviously Toby Fox would be interested. Because Homestuck is one of the places he got his start, fundamentally, right? Like, Undertale, I'd say, like, a big part of its early popularity is more or less exclusively because Toby Fox's involvement in Homestuck. Right? This is something that I think people shouldn't be afraid to admit. You keep on thinking the Pokemon cries, the weird zombies attacking me. Okay. What? I'm imagining this is in real life, and the zombie apocalypse has started, but only in whatever place in Europe Jelly lives. Which I think could be a pretty par for the course in the grand scheme of things. Tony Box also made the Bento Battle Tower the best Pokemon Sing ever. Yeah? He did, that's true. He's had a generational run. Toby Fox has had a generational run. Toby Fox is going to die one day. Like, we all are. We're all gonna die one day. Either I'm playing a horror game or Finland is secretly under an apocalypse and outsiders don't know. I think I wouldn't be surprised by that. You know? I think that'd be kind of like, I'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. If that hit the news. You know? For a moment I got really worried the Genshin was updating tonight. I wouldn't be able to play it, but no, it's not. The banner changeover isn't an actual update, it's just a banner changeover. Phew! Oh, you butt. Oh, you butt. Oh yeah, I was going to mention along with Skyrim, I got the Binding of Isaac less physical edition. Yo, nice. That's another very accurate game. Sorry, I started tweaking out. You know how it is. I could build a spaceship! I could build a spaceship! In the Steam sale tomorrow. So when did you get these games? He's talking about Switch games. I think he bought them off eBay. I'm interested to see know what is going to be on sale tomorrow. But, I don't know, I feel like I started for cheap and cash converter, so I went for both. Oh, I see! Like, not even eBay. But, what's it called? I think and believe. No, what? Steam sales always go the same for me. The Steam sale starts, I'm like, oh, a Steam sale. I like scroll through the games and I'm like, oh wow, that's only £4, and then I never buy any of them. It happens every fucking time, the exact same way. Rob, no! Got some great deals there before as well. You got Shield for 20. Interesting. The nearest cash converters is fucking where? That's crazy. I'm not near any cash converters. Order online? Oh, okay. I can do that. That's the thing I can do. Is that... £95 Pokemon Scarlet. Wait, no, it's 42 at the moment. That's not that good of a deal. You got like a site or something? Because a modern Pokemon game for $20 is pretty crazy for me. Yeah, no, it's crazy in general. I'm looking at the site right now. It's just called Cash Converters. But it's a British site, so... it's kind of zany. I don't know, I've heard the Steam key sites are kind of sketch. Like CD keys. But I've heard multiple things from them. I've heard on one side, they like enter giveaways and use stolen credit card information to purchase the games. On the other side, I've heard that they purchase the game keys in countries where conversion rates are in a specific way, where they can get the games for cheap, and then sell them at a markup, and sell them for profit. Not at a markup, and sell them for profit. I've heard both sides of that story, and I don't really know which one's the true one. However, these are physical games, which means people have taken them in. To, like, sell them and shit, so... they have like sales from different shops, there's a bit of luck involved. So if you see one for cheap, I do an eBay comparison first. I see, that's understandable. I went to Cash Converters and they don't even have games. On the online store here they do. I just saw them. For a moment there, I saw 136.5 on my screen. Which is how much money I spend on Subway a year. And I had a bit of a heart attack because I thought that was my encounter number. Obviously, it fucking isn't my encounter number. You know, I thought it was my encounter number. Obviously not. And that would have been bad because I would have fucked it up somewhere along the way. I would have calculated something for a bit and then not converted it back to the actual number. Yeah, anyway. Cahir eats only 149 subways? What? Where did you get 149 from? Well, it's the UK indeed. Yes. Scarlet for half price. This is pretty cool. Yeah. But awesome sauce. You're not a thonker? Who is these days? I'm certainly not. Hold on, did you think for £136 I could get 149 subways? Sorry, something cool just happened. Some people might understand, given the time of the month it is, but... Why am I... Like, okay, why am I being so fucking... Yes, it was my... I just got my first paycheck. I'm also glad because I was really fucking worried because they made me chicken scratch my paycheck on the bottom of another form, and I was not paycheck, my bank details on the bottom of another form. Fucking Vaporeon, I guess. So I was worried that like it was my fucking illegible handwriting was going to mean I wouldn't get my first paycheck on time. Yippee! Nintendo Switch 2! Here I come! That's my first big treat for myself, is the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to buy it with Mario Kart World or if I'm going to buy something else along with it. Because, I don't know. I've seen some people I know actively playing the new Sonic Racing game, right? And... part of me is like, should I then wait for that to do... Should I go with that instead of Mario Kart? But should I stick with Mario Kart because Mario Kart's like the game? Should I get like Donkey Kong Bonanza? Should I get fucking, I don't know, Cyberpunk? I don't fucking know. Or should I just stick with no games at all on it? Knowing that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will do better, like will perform better, and then get ZA when it comes out. Get all of it? No, I don't think I'm gonna go that far. That's not a little treat anymore. That's like over £500. As someone who hasn't played Sonic Racing, I wouldn't risk it. Interesting comment. I don't know. Honestly, if I got Sonic Racing... Wait, no, is it crossplay? Yeah, okay. I don't know, I'm half inclined to assume I might be playing it in the near future anyway. Whether I buy it or not. So maybe I should just get World. Mario Kart World does look really fun. And it would be the return of Mario Kart Monday. Not this weekend, because I'd be getting it over the weekend. I don't know, I don't really fuck with ordering shit online, so I probably wouldn't order online. I like... Wait, how come the Switch 2 is a little treat? Because a couple of games is where you draw the line. Because I need you to understand, if I'm buying the Switch... I'd be buying the Switch 2 and the games. I'd be buying the Switch 2 and also the games. These aren't two isolated events, these are combined. Sorry, I just got a very important message from Platt, and I feel like I'm going to read it all to you too. Because this is a really important message. In the beginning of the episode, SpongeBob is asleep, but Gary has no food, so he wakes SpongeBob up SpongeBob attempts to feed Gary some organic snail food, which he instantly gags at. Instead, Gary would rather eat some contagious sea fungus on the floor, much to the dismay of SpongeBob, as he tries to clean the ick off the floor. No, I didn't mean to switch! Fuck! 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 What have I done? We should probably go... it doesn't matter which way we go, actually. There's a lady on both ways. I want to go right, because I want to switch again. I'm banking on it. I'm banking on a good swap. Escavalier! Let's go! Why does this shit always happen, like, live on stream? I will never forget when I will never forget when I got the message about my second nephew live. And I was trying to, like, be coy about it. And Rob was like, congratulations. Because I'd been yapping about the fact my sister was pregnant non-stop. I remember hating that episode. I was talking about it because Platt suggested we get Gary the Snail to eat all the gunk on Dragolgarus. This is in our D&D campaign. The gunk's back, basically. And not the crow gunk, the bad kind of gunk instead. Basically he said there was a whole episode of SpongeBob. And he, yeah. He sent me the synopsis. It just came at a really fucking funny time. Because obviously Platt is my co-worker. Now. We should have bought our Fire Goblin. I don't think we should have. By the sounds of it, this is immune to fire now. Oh wait, our Fire Goblin could have carried it. That's actually a really good idea. This was not on the wiki yet. Well, now it is. Platt is, as of a month ago, my co-worker. Because it's his fault I got a job. What wiki? The Cahir wiki. Felix is the sole contributor. But I thought he was like messaging me to just double check that it like your nepotism thing. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you get a job without it these days. Like, I'm gonna be 100%. I do not think you get employed without a bit of nepotism unless you're working at McDonald's. Like, I hate to say it. Like, you need to know someone who works in the company to get a job these days. It's just how it is. It's just the blunt truth of the matter. I got lucky knowing a friend. How did you get your job? Basically, Platt slid into my DMs one day. Hey, the place I work at, the place I knew he worked at, he's talked a lot about it, and he was like, hey, the place I work at is hiring. I think you should apply. Here's the email of the recruiter. I'll tell them you're going to email. So, do that. And I did. And I got the job. That's so nice working with your friend. Like, hypothetically, yes. In practice, there's no problem with it. We don't work in the same departments. So, but, it is like that little, like, it's very much like a pog face whenever we see each other walking around. Then you're gonna... No, there is a morale boost in the proximity, and it means we get to go into, like... He gives me a lift to work. I take the train to the station near his, and then he gives me a lift to work, and that means that I don't have to, have lunch together or something. Our lunch breaks don't quite work like that. We do have lunch together sometimes. We had lunch together today, in fact. But, it often ends up being that our lunches don't line up. If I could, like, that was, like, the first thing I said to him, like, on the car ride on my first day, was, hey, can we have lunch together? And he was like, no, I don't think we can. Which... And it's not because he secretly hates me. That's not the reason we can't have lunch together. He didn't have to specify the hate thing. How it sounds pitiful. Did he explicitly say that though, or now that I think about it, he didn't? Ouch! Oh, I didn't actually hurt that much. Oh. I can't wait to make bad financial decisions this week. I'm thinking caviar, sirloin steak, Nintendo Switch 2, fucking Cahir, balls out, and then next week, ice soup, baby! Ice soup is low-key my favorite bit, I think. Splashing that though. Oh, it's not very effective. Shit. I got like jack shit I can do against this guy. That's not great. It's fine. Fury Curse is going to stack. Ice Water Soup is actually a reward. That's true. That's a good point. I fucking love Ice Soup. Week 1, Nintendo Switch 2. Week 2, Ice Soup. I just realized Rob's the one controlling the Gloom, which is why Gloom's been doing so well in these fights. It just hit me. I was thinking, man, Gloom's been doing really well in these fights. Just hit me, Rob has a Gloom. That's why that's been happening. Because Rob is an intelligent human being. I'm not gonna bother Dynamaxing. Rob can have the Dynamax. Although Venishop might do more. Hindsight's 50-50. Like, I get why the NPCs can't Dynamax, but sometimes I think it'd be useful if they could. Who are you using that on? Glalie. Hello, Missy. Why did I put her water ball so far back? It's comfort food. I don't think it is. I think it's discomfort food. I'm gonna be honest. I think discomfort food is the... I'm an NPC in disguise? Oh, that makes sense. You're an NPC in, like, the 4chan or incel way. Where they believe they're the only, like, sentient creatures and everyone else in the world is, like... doesn't have a soul. That was insane damage. That was absolutely insane damage. I think That's probably, like, the biggest sign that... You mean if given the option, you wouldn't eat ice for every meal? I'm just gonna let that one hang. That is very you, though. That's very you, core. That's very Felix core. Also, hello, Sonic Games. How goes it? I hope your week has been going well. But yeah, like, do we have one Pokemon left, or do we have no Pokemon left? Oh, we have one. Rob, kill that guy. There we go. What was I saying? I think, like, the whole, like, oh, a solid 80% of our world are NPC, like, that kind of, like, mindset is maybe, like, the biggest indicator that people on 4chan don't to talk to people or try to get to know them. And I endorse that message. Like, the whole NPC conspiracy, or... Do you believe you're one of the very few people in this world with an actual soul? Is that what you're saying? Man. When was the last time I got a shiny? You caught Xerneas. I did, I'm looking for a shiny one. I caught Xerneas, I've caught like 4 Xerneas today. So I want a shiny Xerneas. Last one was in May. Was it? Was it? Was that it? Was it in May? I feel like I might have gotten another one since then. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna go to bed. You get one more in and I go on a little bit later because I fucking loafed around for way too long on the sofa doing nothing. Because I'm a tired lad these days. I'm a sweepy guy. Cahir, do you know what Yu-Gi-Oh is? I do know what Yu-Gi-Oh is. I've never played it, and I watched maybe 3 episodes of the TV show. And it wasn't like the iconic TV series. Let me put it that way. It was one of the ones after. No, the ice thing. I do have empathy. Okay, good. The last one before Xerneas was last November. Yeah, that's concerning. If you know Pokemon, you probably know Yu-Gi-Oh! That is true and real. And I know what Pokemon is. Missy, do you know what Pokemon is? No, you know what being a little idiot baby is. It's funny because when I'm not lying there, she like almost gravitates to the exact spot in the bed where I guess... Oh, Bot! There's a Bot! Oh, hello, Bot! How are you? That's so exciting. So does your car know? My car doesn't know anything. My car is dumb as rocks. Missy? I know you know your name. Missy? Do you have any brain cells? She just loafed up on the bed. She's loafing right now. It's a shame she's so far away, because I can't give her a kiss on her little baby head now. You have a Japanese Silpher the Sky Dragon. I have a Winged Dragon of Ra, and I have an Obelisk of Tormentor. Those are all very dramatic names, so I'm going to assume they're good. There's a Dugtrio to the right behind a lady who gives items. The fuck was that? The fuck was what? What happened? Intelligent behavior. The cat? No, she's not intelligent. Now I'm concerned. What does Rob mean the fuck was that? Car IQ test stream. Clang and Talonflame on picks, and the NPC goes for Lycanroc. yeah, I guess that checks out. Car IQ test stream. Well, she knows her name. That's the most I can give, like, that's the most points I can give her. Is knows her name. Other than that, she's pretty stupid. She's the type of stupid that eats grass. She frolics out into the garden and snacks on blades of grass. And to be clear, I understand and know cats eating grass is sometimes a sign that they're ill and deliberately trying to clear their stomach. However, this cat has been on anti-nausea medication because she's got fucky kidneys and she still ate grass on it. I almost pressed don't catch. Your cat has organs? Barely. Not functioning ones, at least. My cat used to do it, but like the do with water on it. She will go out in the middle of a hot summer's day when the grass is dry as rocks. And she will stick a blade in her mouth and go... And then I walk over to her and I go, Missy, don't eat grass. And then she leaves that blade of grass, goes right to another one, 2 meters away from me. And it's like, why are you so stupid? The fuck am I looking at? I was jealous they're touching grass. I'm outside when this happens. I can touch grass as well. I follow her out and I'm like, don't do that. It's crazy. Get any good items? No. I now am rocking the Misty Seed. Hey Rob, do you have anything you can do against this guy? Just out of interest. Oh, that did a lot actually. Never mind, I think we're chilling. Cats are stupid. Missy especially so. Shadow Claw crit, that's about it. It's fine, Shadow Claw's gonna crit every time. Alright. Want me to grab this? I don't think Mimikyu's going to do a lot. Yeah, no, I'd say that's a good idea. I have Acid Spray. So I'll hang around until something better comes up. There's one Pokemon after this. Nothing better's going to come up. I could use Struggle Bug on it. That will lower its special attack.
I could use Struggle Bug on it. That will lower its special attack. And when it's lowered special attack, its attacks will do nothing against us at all. Yes.
I'm such a big fan of the actually redeem I did for Cahir is here. And I'm low-key bummed that no one else is enthused with it as I am. Same with, like, the Shenhe Nerd emoticon. The Shenhe Nerd emoticon in general is, I think, one of my favorite emotes I got from that batch. No one cares. But no one give a fuck. This is Digizimal. Which way are we going? We got a Crustle, we got a Howlucha. I kind of trust our odds with the Crustle a bit more than Howlucha, if I'm honest. Always round. Ninjask is getting fucked, and so am I. Alright. Now then. Too expensive for me right now. I need that HK. Right. Okay, that is a fair point. That's the issue, is I might as well just have those two redeems, because no one wants any of the others. I think after the first round, I might bump it up to like 100k. Don't tell anyone I said that. Keep that under wraps. From Mango. I'd be wooing a lot more, otherwise that's fair. I've got a load of fun redeems. But people will only want to hear me make cat sounds. Which is an issue I've set up myself, really. I find it funny to see, like, some people have, like, a load of cheap redeems, and then I just have, like, my two, like, 20k, 80k redeems. To be fair, the Make Me Small is pretty expensive these days. The issue is just, like, people kept spamming it. Which, like... I do like people... Like, it's on me for making it an option, right? I understand this. However... I'm a VTuber and I like people to know that fact when they go into stream. It is, however, quite funny when people make me small. But you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. My face when I have to reap what I've sown. No! No! When I sowed this, I didn't think I'd have to reap it. No! As soon as I'm done saving for the big ones, I'll be back redeeming and stuff. Understandable. You're just saving for the... You never said... doing the big ones though. You never said gotta do the bit. Oh. But the issue is I can't help but hear when I put my ears to the ground. A lot of people who've been there since the moment I've hit affiliate are saving, and they're just saving. Their wallets are closed. They're just saving. I'm pretty fucking certain I'm gonna get hit pretty badly with like 3 at once. You know? I'm feeling pretty certain I'm gonna get hit with like 3 at once, and I'm gonna have to do like half an hour. Which... the bit working as intended. It fills me with dread and fear. I genuinely don't think this team even, like, is going to benefit from me acid spraying, so I genuinely might just spam Struggle Bug for the first couple of turns. Until I can Dynamax. In fact, when can I Dynamax? That's a good point. You're going to Screech it. That's fair. Bro is screaming at the deer. I love screaming at deers. Oh dear. Wait, that did nothing. Is this turn the Dynamax turn? Then if this turn is the Dynamax turn, then I'm going to keep on struggle bugging. And then... let Rob Dynamax. Or was it Rob's Dynamax turn and he decided to Screech it instead? No, my Dynamax turn is next turn. I'm going to Acid Spray this turn, and then next turn I'm going to Dynamax. Or Rob, do you think you should Dynamax? Out of interest. Dear urban myth of the man who just screams at them. That's me. That's me. I go into the woods at night. 1 AM in the morning. I waltz out into the woods. Okay. That's fun. And I find deer sleeping peacefully in the forest, and I go, "Aah!" And they're like, they make like deer sounds. How often do you hear deer make sounds? They make sounds. And they fucking scarper off into the woods. And I chase them down. To be clear, I'm balls out when I do this. Just so we're on the same page. Maybe don't do it. No, it's fine, because we're going to kill it next time. So here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. Boom, boom, boom. This is going to one-shot it. This is going to one-shot the Xerneas, because I'm faster than the Xerneas. So I'm going to one-shot the Xerneas. And then it reset. No, I didn't. No. I didn't see it do that, so I refuse to believe it did. Why did Pioneer just put her fucking Ninjask down to 1 HP? Whoopsies! Silly me! But I knew that was going to happen, so it's fine. And right as Mario Kart Mount Wario starts. Isn't that just wonderful? But yeah. What we got? Nothing. 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 Okay. And with that, that was the last one of the night. Because it's fucking 20 to 11. Which means I need to go to bed. Lest I'm tired tomorrow! Because we'd hate to be tired tomorrow, because tomorrow's Tuesday! And there's not much interesting happening on Tuesday. I guess the bigger day to not be tired for is probably Wednesday, in the grand scheme of things, because that's when I... You're 3 tomorrow! Oh, happy birthday for tomorrow, Felix! Happy 3rd birthday, Felix! Have a good 3rd birthday, Felix. I hope that your day goes well. I hope you have lots of cake. I hope that you don't explode. Because that'd be bad. Thanks, man. Was good. You take care. You're the U-Fest person ever. You're the U-Fest person ever. And thank you, Fest all, for coming to the stream. I will be live again on Wednesday with more Genshin Impact if you're interested in that. Over on Cahir is here. But if you're not interested in that, then I'll be live again on Friday with Dynamax Adventures. No, with regular raids. With regular raids. Are we doing that then? And then maybe that Monday I'll do some shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet to see what the shiny hunting's like in those games. But thank you all for coming. I hope you all have great rests of your week. And I will see you all... I pressed the button too soon. And I will see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye and good night.